Okay.
Hello, folks. We are live, Lizzie and myself. And as I've said before, those of you who are savvy enough to sign in a little bit early, you'll get some background information of what's going on between us. And the rules of the road here first are we don't rehearse this, so it is spontaneous, it's spoken from the heart along with the mind. What we do because, to help me out more than anything else is that Lizzie will provide me the quote of the moment because I can't figure this stuff out. And what I like about this interaction with Lizzie, that she's well respected for what she does, and I qualify it in that manner because I don't understand what she does, so I can't make my own comment about it. But it's helping me, I hope, to understand some of this stuff. That being said, what I'd like to also do is I'd like to thank Lizzie's husband, Aby, that he noted that I talk about leaving your comments, even if you've seen this in the non-live stream moment, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon when it's more convenient for you. And the observation he made was that you can't leave it a comment if you're looking at it through YouTube. Well, actually, you can if you sign in through your Google account. And that way, and I guess YouTube wants to know who's signing in or who's making comments or not. So if you want to leave a comment, we do look at them after the live broadcast. Please share your thoughts. We found that very helpful. So with my commercial stuff out of the way, so Lizzie, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great, Joe. Great to
Okay,
see
well,
you. Great
well
to be
thank
with you.
you. I'm going to jump into this right away with a screen share because, again, I've read it 5,000 times. I've written it out thinking, well, maybe if I write it out, it will make more sense to me. So I'm bringing it up on screen, and if you would share with us the concept of what does this mean?
All that we are is the result of what we have thought. I am so excited for this one because I believe in it so much. Um, so, you've probably heard, right? Thoughts become things. Have you heard of that concept?
I've heard the concept, but it still doesn't make any sense to me. I'll tell you why it doesn't. I'd love to right now, when we're finished with our discussion. My wife sometimes asks me, "What do I want? What do I want for dinner?" And I said, "Well, I want shrimp with dip. I want a cheese souffle. I want steak and eggs for dinner. That's what I want." And the best I get, she smirks at me and walks away like, "Yeah, figure that one out." So I'm looking for your explanation of how that's
Mhm.
supposed to work.
Okay, well, I can tell you that if you really wanted those things, I believe that you could make it happen.
The,
You may have to go to the store and buy the things
oh,
and bring.
you may got to make effort.
Yes, I mean, yeah, or you can think it and think it and think it, and maybe you'll get a piece of that. You'll get some of it because I do believe that what we focus our energy on grows,
Right.
right?
Okay.
If you were so steadfast on that, wanting that, in you would make it happen in some way. Yes, and there would be effort. Effort is required. Action,
See,
yes, action is required.
I see. Well, I didn't get that from the comment that was here. It seemed to be much cleaner than that.
But don't, I mean, when you think about it, everything, this pen, with my little diamond on the end, everything was a thought
Right.
before it was a thing,
Mm-hmm.
everything, including you.
Okay.
So, including us sitting here together right now. It was a thought before we actually came together.
Right.
So, yes. So we are the sum of our thoughts that bring us to wherever we are. That's why I'm a teacher. I said before, I want to be a teacher. I
Right.
wasn't a teacher at that time. I had to, but I had to say it, claim it, and then say it out to the universe, and then do the things necessary in order to
Okay.
become that.
Right.
Right?
Well, I hear that conceptually, and the statement in itself. Actually, this is why I'm doing this in part to the audience. I'm talking also that because it didn't make sense to me. I don't get the nuances. Besides the words, a lot of them are different words than I normally use. So yes, it takes effort to hear what you're saying. So is the thought a catalyst of what you want to accomplish, or is the thought an outcome? Which comes first, the chicken or the egg on this one?
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people do not take do not utilize the fact that we have control over the thoughts, so that the things that we want, we need to direct our thoughts that way. Some people let the thoughts create their reality,
Right.
and that can take people into victimhood, into all kinds of negative loops. But if you take control of your thoughts, everything, and if you stay mindful and present in the moment, you can ask yourself, is you can release any negative energy that you're holding on to if you're actually aware of it. It takes awareness, right? And directing your thoughts in order to create what you want to create and feel the way you want to feel.
Right. Well, then, is there a process to this that I'm going to do my homework for the day?
Mm-hmm.
Besides brushing my teeth and finding my slippers, I'm going to sit down and I have a thought that's going to create my future for me, or does it kind of, as I'm brushing my teeth, a thought hits my head and say, "Oh, geez, let me explore that more." How does that stuff
Well,
work?
I think the best way to do it is to do it intentionally.
Okay.
And what I do with my clients, they design a vision of what it is they want to create, and I instruct people to think about that a couple times a day, to visualize what it is, where they want to be, and
Okay.
with all the details, feel the feelings, and all those things, in order to. And then what happens is it's a law of the universe, because if you keep thinking that and putting that energy, because we are energy, you realize,
Right.
right?
Yes. Okay.
So we're swirling energy
Excuse me,
in this
audience.
physical
Excuse
meat
me.
suit that we're in.
I'm going to interrupt. Excuse me, audience. Yes, she got me on that one point, but don't think I'm sliding down that slope. So I'm sorry for interrupting, Lizzie. Go ahead. I had to throw that one in there.
But I would say, even like, for your homework, I would say is for you to, some point today, put on a song that really speaks to you and makes you feel a certain way, and just close your eyes, listen to the entire song. And when it's, because I think music is really powerful, that's why we use it for all kinds of things, to get us excited, or to have us, if we're feeling a certain, we want to feel love. And just notice how you're feeling, and after you hear the song, see if if your energy has shifted. A song that makes you feel really good,
Okay.
and then report back. Because if that's all about, you're doing an action in order to have a feeling in yourself, so that maybe then you're going to come out of your office or wherever, and you're going to go up to your wife and give her a nice big hug, and then that's going to lead to something else. So it's those. That's my homework for you.
I hear that. Well, I'm going to do a quick commercial break. Again, for those who are signing on either now or in the after live stream version of it, please feel free to share your comments, share your observations, share your confusion along with me, because any help I can get to plow through this, I would really appreciate. And again, thanks to your husband
um,
for noting that if you want to share it through YouTube, you have to be signed in through your Google account to do that, because we do work hard to get back to you. So,
Absolutely.
that being said, the other question I have for you then, I kind of get the structure of what you're saying. So, does one preset the mood they want to be in and choose the music, or do they play different musical items to find a mood? I'm back again to which comes first, the chicken or the egg on this. If I'm a novice, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what my mood should be. I don't know what favorite song I should
Okay,
look at.
what if you want to have positive energy? Positive
Okay,
energy is contagious,
all
right?
right,
So
okay,
yeah, a song that's gonna invoke a positive feeling in you, right? Like, what's the song I'm thinking of? Because I'm happy at the long.
okay. I
That
get that.
song. You put that on, and it's just allow it to create a shift in you again, because positive energy is contagious, and we can create that for ourselves regardless of the circumstances.
Okay.
Regardless of, even if you're not feeling well, or I have a hurt ankle right now, but that's not going to stop me from feeling good.
Hmm.
you know, I'm
Okay.
showing up feeling good.
Well, you bring up an interesting point. One of several interesting points. I wanted to respond to specifically. I understand the meditation, and again, I'm not. I'm actually going to ask a secondary question. You are a meditation, not a coach. You are a meditation inspirational person. How would you define yourself?
No, I would say I'm definitely a coach.
Okay.
A holistic coach,
A
because
holistic coach.
I go
Okay.
mind, body, spirit coach.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because I believe that that all, if your heart, your mind, are all in alignment, then you're going to be so much have much more clarity around what it is that you want to achieve in your life, and follow that North Star, and and do it with in an intentional way, and how you show up in all areas of your life.
Okay.
So I believe, yeah.
It's interesting your metaphors that you use, and I mean, think of alignment being a science major. I think of they talk about the stars are in alignment. They occur like once every 10 centuries, and there's the gravitational pull force that gives you positive flow and positive direction. So when you use the North Star as an example, it kind of gets me to think in that manner. So then, if I understand correctly, that meditation is one of your tools or resources as
Mhm.
being a holistic coach. Is that your technique?
That's one of them. Yes, I definitely share guided meditations with my clients. I give them video audios of guided meditations in order for them to to get started.
Mm-hmm.
And I teach yoga, which is also the yoga that I teach incorporates a lot of meditation, different kinds of meditation that are good for people, because there can be chanting, you can be using your hands. And so for people who don't want to sit quietly and not move, it's good for.
Good.
And then I have people to keep a journal, so they're sort of writing their thoughts, their dreams,
I hear that.
gratitude,
Let's
their
say I got to
practices.
interrupt again. You completely mucked up my concept of meditation. I always thought that meditation is I somehow I'm going to sit there like a zombie and have nothing in my head whatsoever,
Hmm.
and
That's,
somehow in that dark blank mind, there's going to be some little glow of a little glow that's going to get bigger and bigger in my world, and encompass me in its warmth and energy. Is Am I off the wall on
yeah,
that?
no, that's absolutely a myth, and that's why a lot of people think they can't meditate. No, your mind, we think 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day, and our
Okay.
brain, just like our heart beats, involuntarily,
Right.
our mind thinks involuntarily.
Okay.
So you're not going to stop yourself from thinking. So that when people say that, absolutely not. But when you are meditating, when your mind goes off, you notice it, so you can bring yourself back to whatever it is you're focusing on, whether it's your breath or whatever. And then your mind will wander again, and then you bring it back. Your mind could wander the whole time. There's no like good or bad. There's no
Okay.
failing if you do it.
All
All right.
right.
But the point is that you meditate to be better at how life and how you show up in your life. Right. That's
Okay.
why we meditate, not to be great at meditation. It's so that we not, again, so like we talked about last time, so we're not reactive. So we're a little more reflective, a little more, just pausing before we uh, say something or do something that we wouldn't want to have done if
I
we
hear that. I hear that. And it seems as of what you're saying, to get clarity on that, if I can, is that meditation is the beginning. It's not the end. Also, that as you say, you have to actually act on it. So if my wife asked me again, what do I want for dinner, and I want shrimp cocktail, thinking it's going to happen all by itself. You've indicated I actually consider to get up and go to the store and maybe buy it, or get on the phone and order it. So it does take action. And if so, is there a first? So is meditation then an awareness? It just hit me the question. You become aware of something. Is that what you're kind of saying? And once you have that awareness, then you act on that awareness? Yes or
Um,
no?
well, I mean, it strengthens your awareness muscles, and it strengthens your intuition also. So you're a little bit more tapped into that. But as far as you wanting shrimp cocktail, you might think, okay, how can I possibly get this to happen without me going to the store?
Oh, yeah,
So
that's my thought.
so what can I do? Can I just tell my wife how beautiful she is 10 times today, and then
I've
just
tried that. It didn't go anywhere.
oh, okay. Well, then it may be that you're going to have to pick up the phone and but if you want something badly enough, there's always a way. There's a
Okay.
way to every block.
Sure.
I would say.
Well, okay. So I'm going to allow myself to say I get you on that. But then the next question is there a generic first step once one has this awareness through meditation? Is there a first step one then takes, or is there two first steps one takes to begin to move the momentum in that direction of awareness?
I mean, what I've been suggesting to like my Facebook group is in January to start a meditation practice of for January 1 minute. When you
Mm-hmm.
wake up, take 1 minute and just
Okay.
sit in stillness. February 2 minutes, March 3 minutes. So by the end of the year, you'll have a 12-minute practice.
Oh.
Um, so just start off with just for a few minutes, just take a minute and just follow your breath. Not they're not not asking for anything. Just creating a tiny minute of not getting out of bed and just running to do your to-do list, but just
Mm-hmm.
sitting with yourself for a minute.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I've been suggesting for new people. Hmm.
Now, so it doesn't have to be absolute. As you said, there are different types of meditation. Your technique is music, perhaps as a background. Are there other preferred? I'm thinking incense. I'm thinking chimes tinkling in the background. I
Well,
guess.
I'm all about all of those things. However,
Okay.
not everybody is, but I think anything, like if there's anything that you do that brings you into that state of just where you kind of lose track of time, you're really in flow. Maybe it's cooking, maybe it's gardening, maybe it's walking in nature, mindfully. So noticing the beauty of nature around you. Maybe it's knitting or drawing. There's a lot, so whatever will take you into just out of that loop of that mind, which can take you a lot of times because a lot of our thoughts, most of them go negative. That's
R-
just how we're wired for survival.
right.
So any of those activities that allow you to be in the present moment.
Interesting. Well, time zips by when we're having fun, they say. Would you like to have us share something with us to go home with as a final thought?
I would just say, think about what are the things that create positive energy in you and do them. Go and do some of those things.
Mm-hmm.
That we are here to be. Our birthright is joy, peace, and happiness. It's our birthright. And so think about what it is that lights you up a little bit and go do those things
Okay.
today.
That's. I hear what you're saying. I thank you very much, audience. Again, please remember to share your comments. We do follow up on the replay version of it, and if you're doing it through YouTube, yes, AB, again, thank you for your observation. You have to sign into your Google account to do it through YouTube. Everybody have a blissful day.
Enjoy your shrimp cocktail, Joe.
Okay, thank you. We're going to end our broadcast, folks.